Amy, 30-something, steps hesitantly onto the porch center stage, looks around at the neighborhood, then stares at the house door, keys in hand. Amy's courage falters, and she's unable to put the key in the lock.
What am I doing? What am I doing? I can't do this.
Mom appears on a screen of memory, wearing a headscarf over her bald head and tired from chemotherapy. She is calm and solution-oriented, but not uncaring.
Yes, you can. We went over this. Now, hand me my crossword.
Mom, don't. Let's talk about it.
What do you mean, don't let's talk? We have to talk about it.
Dad's here now. He's opening Publishers Clearinghouse mail with a butter knife, delighted by the myriad contents. He has a good feeling about this lottery. Mom has seen this 1,000 times.
Where's your crossword? And why can't Dad be executor?
You know why.
Somebody has to win it. There's always a winner. The trick is in the stamps. You gotta lick the stamps so they know you really want to win.
Dad.
A monthly installment stamp, not the lump sum.
Oh, God knows I love him, but look at him. He has no sense of money.
Mom, he's sitting right there.
Oh, he can't hear me.
What?
See?
Crossword. Here.
Mom examines the physical copy of the crossword puzzle book and flips through the pages.
Oh, Wendy.
What about Wendy? You know I love you both the same, but your sister inherited your father's financial genes. Wendy will not do.
What if I mess up? What about Greg? He's the oldest. He might want to be executor.
Listen, I love you. I trust you. And that's the end of it.
Okay.
Wendy, Amy's fraternal twin, rushes up to the door and tries to unlock it.
It's not. Why isn't it?
Hi.
Oh, you're here already. Well, the lock's busted.
No, it's just a new one.
You've changed the locks? What the fuck, Amy?
Mom changed it a few months ago.
Oh, I don't deserve a key to our own house. Not surprised.
So it begins.
Amy follows Wendy inside. They wander the tidy little house and touch things. The walls, Dad's worn recliner. At the end table, Amy stalls at a plate with a torn piece of bread still on it. Wendy picks it up and drops it back on the plate. It lands like a rock.
Remember when Dad would soak his bread in buttermilk and try to get us to taste it? So gross.
Yeah, but it's Mom's bread, see? Cinnamon and sugar on it so she could take her pills.
Fucking drunk driver. Should be shot.
Wendy wanders into their parents' bedroom, strokes a wooden jewelry box, and when Amy follows her, Wendy turns to the window. A sudden rapping on the window startles Wendy.
Oh, fuck.
It's that cardinal again.
Ah.
That cardinal.
What's it doing?
attacking
Leave
its
the
reflection. Stupid cardinal.
Amy and Wendy watch at the window, amused, as the rapping intensifies until it turns into a full bird body slam against the window.
Jesus! Is it dead?
The word dead falls between them, and Wendy awkwardly sits on the edge of the bed, the sound of birds' wings taking flight.
This bedspread is so ugly.
Mom loved Chanel.
I know I wasn't the best daughter in the world, but I love them just as much as you did.
I know that.
Do you?
Yeah. Anyway, you were Dad's favorite,
Yeah.
and I was.
Amy and Wendy are now 8 years old. Wendy angrily bunches the covers on the bed as an imaginary barrier.
Listen to them, fighting like alley cats. They need their own rooms.
Oh, they're just growing up. Their identities are splitting.
There. That's your side. This is my side.
Fine.
Fine.
Wendy, hummingbirds, quick!
Wendy rushes to Dad's screen as he holds up a saucer of red syrup, around which hummingbirds are flitting.
Hummingbirds.
They love me.
They love you.
Well, they love my magic syrup.
Amy rushes to Mom's screen, looking back at Wendy every so often.
I want to help. What are you doing?
Cutting coupons.
I'm not good at scissors.
Well, look at the mess I made. I could really use your help organizing these coupons in the box.
I can do that.
Can I hold the thing?
Sure, just be careful. Slowly, like that. They love you.
They love me.
You're my little helper.
Amy is content, but looks longingly across at Dad as she exits the room. A clock ticks. 4, 5, 6 times. Amy enters the bedroom with 2 mugs of coffee. Wendy is back on the bed and has already emptied their mother's wooden jewelry box on the bedspread and fondles a gold necklace.
You didn't take anything yet, did you?
Oh, I was making coffee.
I mean, before.
We came here at the same time. You saw me unlocking the front door.
I mean, before.
What, you mean when Mom was still alive?
Yes, or whenever. I'm not accusing you of anything. Don't get your hackles up.
My hackles?
Don't get mad. I had to ask. We want this to be fair, right?
Yes, fair. Absolutely, but I don't think we should be doing this. We haven't even had a funeral yet.
Exactly. I don't want Mom's sisters or Dad's family coming in like vultures. You know they'll take whatever they can. They don't care about memories. We need to do this now before they start swiping at the wake.
I don't think they do that. I didn't know you were so nostalgic.
I'm nostalgic. I'm plenty nostalgic.
Wendy has sorted the jewelry into categories. Mom looks knowingly at Wendy.
Rings, brooches, necklaces, earrings. I loved these things.
Go on. You can do it.
I have to tell you something.
What?
Did you know that Mom asked me to be the executor of her will?
Executive? What does that mean?
I don't fucking know.
Yes, you do. Go on.
An executor is someone who carries out the wishes that are in a will, and whatever is not explicitly willed to you or Greg, I sort of help decide who gets that.
That's not fair.
But I'm not going to boss anyone around. I didn't ask to be executor. I want everything to be fair.
Well, I get the ring. Mom promised me the diamond ring way before she was even sick.
No, The ring is for Amy because I know you won't pawn it.
Well, but what about the diamond earrings? Mom wanted you to have those.
I get the diamond earrings too?
Amy sits on the bed.
Listen, Mom wrote down a few things specifically for each of us. I haven't met with Mom and Dad's lawyer yet. That's why we shouldn't be doing this. Besides, Greg should be here.
Why? Greg doesn't care about jewelry. Wait a minute. How come you have a house key that works?
I told you they changed the locks a few weeks ago.
Yeah, clearly why?
I don't know.
But they gave you a new key
Yeah.
and not me.
Keep it, Mom.
Mom is at the hospital getting chemo with Amy by her side, sometime in the past.
Ooh, find a better vein. That one's collapsed. You sharpshooters aren't so sharp these days. You know I love your sister, but I don't trust that guy.
Changed your locks because of Wendy's boyfriend? What did he do?
Nothing yet. Could you blame me? Do you trust him? Look at that crap in his face. I mean, how many piercings can a man have? Is it a face or a pegboard?
Oh, the nurse.
Oh, she doesn't care. She's a girl. Her nose ring is cute. It's fashionable now. Is it hard to blow your nose with all that hardware?
It's the pain medicine.
I get a free pass. Now, let's talk about Cozumel. Oh, that water, so clear, like liquid topaz. Oh, did you remember the crossword?
I'm sure they were going to give you a key. They just forgot.
Wendy tries the diamond ring on all her fingers. Only the last pinky fits.
About that list. Mom wrote down that you get the diamond earrings and Greg gets the truck and I get the ring.
But I wanted the ring. I told her I wanted it like 10 years ago. Where's the list?
The lawyer has it.
Amy notices a dent in her mother's pillow, the shape of a head. She takes the pillow gently and pulls a silver thread of hair from it.
Hair. Isn't it strange? We worry over it so much. It takes up so much headspace, so much energy. And they're just dead things that grow.
She cradles the pillow to her nose and tries to inhale her mother's perfume. Dad and Mom are with her immediately. Dad with his palms full of herbs from the garden.
Rosemary. Look, rosemary. And thyme. The freeze didn't kill it. Smell it. It's divine.
Oh, it's heavenly.
Smell my hands. They're saturated.
Oh, like the Garden of Eden.
Like the Garden of Eden.
And you always bring me the first rose of spring.
Every year.
Fine. Take it.
The earrings have more carats anyway. I think she wanted you to have her gold bracelet too. Wait. Where is that bracelet?
What? You get the ring.
It's a habit.
It's not a habit.
It's a habit, a problem.
It's dice. It's butterscotch. Nothing important.
It's stealing. It's anything that will fit into her 5-year-old hands.
But Wendy's a collector.
Her teacher says she stole the erasers from every pencil top in the classroom. There are 35 erasers in her backpack.
So she's a pack rat.
She's wild.
She's a hummingbird, is what she is.
Oh, now, what does that mean? A hummingbird? He's not making any sense. It's going to escalate.
Erasers to boyfriends to bankruptcy to hot checks to jail.
He doesn't get it.
You enabled it too.
No, she's just a girl.
She grew up. You paid off her repoed car.
What was I supposed to do? She has to have a car.
She's taking advantage of you both.
I'm her mother. You don't know what it's like. If you were in my shoes, if she was your daughter, you would do the same.
Mom returns to her crossword. Dad uses a magnifying glass to read the fine print of Publishers Clearinghouse entries.
So what does this mean? I just get 2 things to remember Mom?
You know what? I don't need anything. You can have all the jewelry.
She takes the diamond ring.
Except for this.
All of this? You really don't care? You're not going to hold it over my head next time?
I said I don't need it.
I don't need it either. You make it sound like I need it.
No, really, please. Take it. You know, Greg's staying at the motel on 75. We stayed up way too late last night drinking Dad's scotch and doing Remember That Time When? You remember that time when Dad pinched Mom's rear in church, only it wasn't Mom, it was the pastor's wife?
What? No!
Yes. Oh, and remember the time when Mom invited her boss to dinner the night before Dad's colonoscopy, and he spent the whole dinner on the toilet, and Mom kept spraying Febreze in the hall?
And we were like, what smells like poo every time Dad came back to the table? Okay, here's one. Remember that time Mom farted at the grocery store and blamed Dad, and he said my bad without even skipping a beat? Like he knew he had to say that.
Oh God, she had the loudest farts. You know, Greg might want something there for his future wife or whatever. I mean, he is our brother.
He thinks he's getting Dad's truck.
He is getting Dad's truck.
Dylan says he can fix it, and he could really use it.
Dylan? Your boyfriend's not getting Dad's truck.
A truck? What's that?
I didn't say he was. You know, I have a lot of memories in that truck.
You've never even ridden in it. It's been dead for 20 years.
I used to sit in the cab when Dad was working on the engine or whatever. I was like 9, and I'd pretend I was driving, my little hands on that giant steering wheel, and I couldn't see anything because Dad always had the hood up. He'd tell stories about where I was driving, describe the scenery and the animals we'd pass on the side. He made sound effects from under the hood.
I was good at that.
He'd make the engine come to life and scream down the highway.
Vroom, vroom.
Police sirens, screaming armadillos. Then he'd thump on the hood and describe the animals I'd run over.
Done run over another one. That's a Dillo pancake.
For a moment, Amy is confused. Wendy and Dad stare at each other as though this memory is Wendy's and not Amy's.
You wouldn't know. You weren't there.
Right. I wasn't.
Those two were tethered by a fishing line that never slacked.
In spite of every lie she told, every bourbon she stole from his cabinet, she had him hooked and reeled. But he kept smiling like he was holding the rod.
He was holding the rod. He was a good father. He loved you too.
And now, no one is anyone's favorite. Now it's just Wendy and Greg and me and this tidy house and these things to claim or sell or trash. God, what is the word for this feeling?
A 6-letter word? Futile? Lonely?
What is this word?
The sisters are now 16, fighting their first adult fight, their words stripped bare. Wendy holds up an unfolded origami letter like the evidence of a crime.
Slut?
I wrote those words out of love.
Then why were they at the bottom of the closet?
I was figuring out the right time to share them. I'm sorry, but that's what they think of you.
Who?
Everyone.
Wendy stomps across their small room, too small to contain the wild horses they've become.
Everyone. Maybe everyone you know, the dance team, not my friends.
Your friends are theater people. They all sleep around.
Wendy crumples the letter and throws it on the bed. Amy takes the letter and smooths it out. Wendy's incredulous.
You might want to read it later when you've calmed down.
So I like boys. I like sex.
A three-letter word.
What the hell are they yelling about? No one can hear the television over that racket. Teenagers, they're like alley cats. Where's the remote?
Who cares?
I do. I'm concerned about you. We're too young to be sleeping around.
I'm not you, Amy.
Yeah, clearly. But I'm still involved. People are saying things to me now, telling rumors about you. It's embarrassing.
Amy holds the letter out to Wendy.
You're concerned about you. You're not concerned about me. You're concerned about you.
Amy crosses to Mom. Wendy collapses backwards on the bed, her body outstretched, hiding her face, the white of her soft belly exposed.
Mom? I still need you. I don't have anyone to... Will and I don't have sex anymore. It's been weeks. And before that, months. And I've been telling myself that this stage was something to be proud of, that we don't need sex to feel connected. But the truth is, I ache for him. And I can't even tell him, and I don't know why. I miss his hand on my back. I miss his skin. And the worst of it is, it's my fault. I kept saying no because I was tired. I really was tired. But now he doesn't even try anymore. And I wanted to tell you, to ask you, what do I do?
Crosswords keep you mentally acute. Dad does word searches. Now, anyone can circle words, but crosswords make you think, make you take risks.
I should have asked you. Just asked for help, but I didn't, and now I'll never be able to ask you. Or you'll never pick up the phone and say, my girl, instead of hello. I'll never hear you say, I love you. I'll never hear your voice.
Amy turns to her mother, who is now transported to Cozumel, adjusting her sun hat.
Oh, your sister is going through a phase. Oh, do I need sunscreen? Oh, God, I love Cozumel. Isn't it divine, the sun? Now, about Wendy.
What about Wendy?
She's your twin sister. You'll need to find space in your heart for forgiveness.
Forgiveness? Wendy never apologizes to me, ever.
That's not what forgiveness is. Apologies are beside the point.
She just takes and takes. Look how she's treated Dad. It's not fair to him.
I know. I get angry too.
Dad holds up his sealed Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes envelope.
Wendy gets it. Dreams. They're like hummingbirds.
Yeah, those two. Listen, when we're gone, you'll just have each other. So Wendy didn't come to his birthday party. Your father forgives her. We could learn a lot from your father.
Amy closes her eyes and hears the water splashing and children's squeals. Wendy crosses to Amy and touches her on the shoulder. Amy reaches for Wendy's hand.
Hey, your coffee's shit. Let me make you another one. I'm kind of a barista queen.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You take cream, right? You do, I remember. Does Mom even have cream?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Amy and Wendy walk out of the room together. I'm Maryam Baig, and this has been a staged reading of We Could Learn a Lot, written by Laurie Ann Stephens, performed by An Order of Appearance. Kelsey Mazak, Laura Jorgensen, Fred Curchack, and Yevgeniya Kats.